I'm going to show you how to get Dagath. This is a fairly new Warframe and is generally speaking available through being in a Warframe clan, which is why we're in my dojo right now. Yes, this is the Hammer Squad dojo. Anyways, what you first need to do is check that your clan has Dagath's Hollow built. If not, you're going to need to pester your clan leader. Luckily for me, it's already done for us. And then, as you can see, you can purchase the parts right here directly in the shop. Part 2 of this is that we need to go ahead and go back to your orbiter. Come on over to the syndicates area, and then you'll need to go into your offerings, and you need to purchase abyssal beacons. You're going to want about 20 of them. So just make sure you've got a few. And that's because we're going to be playing some odds as we go through this. I'll show you guys what we need to do next. Now that we have the beacons, pick your favorite Warframe and at least a decent weapon. We are going to be facing kind of fairly decently armored level 50-ish enemies. If you're following along with the series, your Ignis Wraith will be enough for this, so that should not be a problem. But bear in mind that whilst you are carrying a certain item, which you shouldn't need to do whilst you're fighting, but because I'm going to show you guys a method. But if you do decide you're going to carry it through the mission, you will need to have a sidearm. With all that set up, then we are now going to go ahead and click on the Ceres planet. We will now have a brand new node called the Abyssal Zone, which is where we need to go. I'm going to put this onto solo right now because I don't want anyone else to join in. And once you arrive, you're going to find that this is mostly an extermination mission. Now, what I actually recommend doing is going and dealing with the extermination part first. The item that we need to pick up, the Defixios, we can do at any point during the mission. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to rush through the mission and destroy everything. Now, bear in mind, I don't know if it's the entire time or just kind of like towards the end, but this is effectively an Eximus stronghold. So you're going to find there are a lot of Eximus enemies in here, which is what makes this slightly more difficult than maybe the level of the mission might suggest. But we're just going to go ahead, we're going to pass on around, eliminate all the enemies, and then we'll catch up once that is done. Again, so with the actual exterminate part of the mission dealt with, now all we need to do is find a Defixio. We have two ways of doing this. You can either go around the mission and find them randomly. You'll see when we find this one in a second that they are fairly noticeable. There is more than one. You'll have likely seen like these NPCs all over the place. Like I can go and chase after that blue marker up there, and that will actually give me a second marker. So if you come over to like an area where it tells you where there is one and you can't find it, then, you know, you can always pass over and get a different one anyways. But it's telling me that it's over this way. Sound is making it sound like it's over here somewhere. Looks kind of red. There, don't it? So, yeah, it can be a little bit devious. Two up here, in fact. How crazy is that? Either way, just find one of these. It doesn't really matter where you get it from. And then we can go ahead and make our way to the extraction of the mission. Each time you finish a mission, it's going to reward you with an amount of Vein Thorn. It has averaged, it's kind of funny that this is 7 again here. It has averaged about 7 for me. Like I've had 6s and I've had 8s. So it's kind of averaged 7 for each mission. And as you can see from Dagath's parts, we're going to need around 102 of them to build the Warframe in total. I'm not going to go over where we get neurodes, neural sensors, alloy plate, and all of the kind of standard resources from, because I feel like the only thing most people are going to need is the Vein Thorn. So I hope that helps you out in building your Warframe. If you'd like to see me do some build videos, which I've never really done before for Warframe, so maybe I'll give it a go, let me know down in the comments. Hopefully this has helped you out, and I'll catch you all in the next one.